In every street, in every home, and in every mirror, there lies an invisible story. A story that begins with a single extra kilogram, but may end with a stroke, a heart attack, or a life reduced to the struggle of climbing a staircase. Its name is obesity. But is it a disease, a curse, or one of nature's secrets we still haven't cracked? Science says obesity begins when your body mass index, BMI, crosses 30. But reality is far more complicated. You may see a person weighing 150 kilograms who lives without diabetes or hypertension, while another weighing only 70 kilograms is filled with hidden fat around the organs and suddenly collapses from a heart attack. In Britain, an obese woman lived until 70 without illness, but her slim friend had a stroke at 40. The paradox? It wasn't the kilograms, but where the fat was hiding. This fat is not just stored energy. It is a force that can reshape a life. It can weaken your heart, blind your arteries, wear down your joints, and steal your breath while you sleep. In France, an overweight man entered the hospital with mysterious dizziness. Doctors discovered the fat in his neck was pressing on the arteries to his brain. Fat was no longer just extra weight, but a silent dagger against his throat. In America, a young obese man kept dozing off at the wheel. The reason? Sleep apnea. His brain was suffocating dozens of times each night until he believed sleep itself was a form of temporary death. But not all stories are about weakness. In Japan, a woman exhausted by obesity chose a strange experiment, a diet of only sweet potatoes and green tea for 6 months. The result? She lost nearly half her weight, and the strangest part, her tests showed a drop in cancer markers. Was it just food or a hidden cure? Doctors, too, have tried different weapons. Orlistat, a drug that blocks fat absorption. Its embarrassing price, oily leakage from the body. Semaglutide, an injection that tricks the brain into feeling full. Some patients lost more than 15% of their body weight, while others fell into severe depression. In India, an 8-year-old girl weighed more than 90 kilograms. Her parents thought she just loved food too much, but the truth was deeper. A rare mutation in a gene called LEPR meant she never knew the meaning of satiety, a child condemned to eternal hunger. Then came the knife. Sleeve gastrectomy, gastric bypass, cutting, stitching, rerouting food. Some patients lost half their weight in a single year. But the body always strikes back. Lifelong supplements are needed, and sometimes sugar itself becomes an enemy so fierce that a single sweet bite can knock you to the ground. In America, a man lost 150 kilograms after surgery, but he began fainting without warning. His body had become so sensitive to sugar, it was as if it punished him for his past. And in Mexico, Juan Pedro, once called the heaviest man on earth, he weighed more than half a ton. He didn't leave his home for a decade. But after a grueling operation, he lost more than 200 kilograms and walked for the first time in 10 years. His tears said more than any words. Beyond medicine and surgery, societies themselves tell contradictory stories about obesity. In old Europe, fullness was a sign of fertility and wealth. In some African tribes, a heavier girl is considered more attractive for marriage. In Japan, the metabolic law forces companies to monitor their employees' waistlines. And on a remote Pacific island, they hold an annual festival to crown the most beautiful fat man who is seen as the healthiest and wealthiest. But perhaps the strangest story happened on the island of Nauru, a tiny land enriched by phosphate. Food became abundant, and obesity spread until most of the population grew overweight. At first, it wasn't seen as a disease, but as a symbol of prosperity. But over time, it turned into a full-blown epidemic. Diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, devouring an entire people. Through all these stories, it becomes clear that obesity is not just a number on the scale. It is a mystery. It can be a curse or a message. Sometimes it controls you, and sometimes it gives you the chance for a new beginning. But the real secret doesn't lie in medicine or surgery. It lies in a decision. A small decision before the mirror, to be the master of your body again, not the prisoner of its weight. Obesity is not the end. It is the beginning of a question. Do we control our weight, or does our weight control our destiny?